Hi, John. Thanks
Hey, how are
for
you?
meeting me today. Thank you. My name is Karan, and I'm calling from GoTave Shepparton. I
Yep.
am returning your inquiry about a training need in your organization. Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, nice. All right, John. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a few questions about your organization and your training need analysis, and then I'll find out the training needs, and I'll come back to you with required the units, or the training program that will suit your organization requirement. How does that sound?
Perfect.
Yeah, nice. All right, John. So please tell me a little bit about your organization. What you do, and how many areas are you looking for a training?
Great. So it's a family business. We've
Yep,
got Cactus Country, which is a tourist attraction.
yep,
Currently, our menu is very basic, so we're just doing nachos, and we have our RSA,
yep,
and we're doing just basic drinks, but
yep,
we're to expand our menu.
yep,
We will require training of staff in not only front of house but
yep,
also back of house.
yep,
So we'll to train chefs and
yep,
train servers,
yep,
and yeah, just in terms of expanding the menu, you can imagine what will come with that.
yep. And so, John,
Uh,
sorry. Yep. So, John, I can see you would like training in two different areas. Am I right? So, your back of house and your front of house.
yep.
Nice. And with the back of house, do you have what kind of staff do you have currently with the, just the skill, and are they local resident or they're travelers or?
Oh yeah, so we've got a good mix. So we've got some local and some backpackers.
Yep.
So I think going forward, in terms of the training that we need, it'll be
Yep.
more for our local staff.
Yep.
Uh, I think that they get really good advice and really good training
Yep.
and upskill from some of the backpackers that we get who are
Yep.
really highly qualified.
Yep.
And what we're really looking to do is to have a really great core team. So we really want to
Set up
train
some system in
for local.
place. Yep.
Yeah.
And so for the front office staff, when you will that be saying, to improve or to extend your services to your clients, you saying serving responsibly will be one of those where you would like to train your staff?
Yeah, so we'll need. We've got a couple of juniors that have
Yep.
just been of age, so
Yep.
they'll be able to get RSA.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll definitely be looking to upskill them
Yep.
so that they can handle more than just the normal front of house role.
Nice. And
Um,
for your back of kitchen house, as you have a backpackers in and out, do you looking for to refresh their food hygienic, or how to safely serve your
yeah,
food to your clients? Is that
yeah,
something
that's
you're
really
after?
important. So look, yeah, we do. We have really high qualified people at the moment,
Yep.
but and with that local staff,
Yep.
that group, we really want to make sure that all of our local staff have the full qualifications
Yep.
for food handling.
Nice. And that's thank you, John. Give me 1 minute.
Yep.
Next part of my questions will be, so yep. Do you see any obstacles, when you try to achieve these training practices for your staff? Like, do you see, is there any, like, physical or learner, like a disability or any barrier that will stop you to achieving these training program? And like, through organization or staff requirements, what I'm trying to understand is I'm trying to understand the requirement of current staff you have, and so I'll be basing the learning program according, if any of your staff need a special requirement, in their literacy, language or numeracy skill or knowledge. If none, that's good, but if there is any, I would like to know.
Yeah. Nothing that I've
Nothing all
done.
good.
There's really like the major obstacle that we've probably now overcome would have been financial.
Yep.
I think that in the past there would have been a financial barrier to getting this kind of assistance.
Yep. And
also in spending this kind of money to upskill and train people.
Nice.
But we're in a really good place now where we can afford to do that.
Yeah. And will you be saying like, is there any equipment, some bar equipment, if you upgrade a bit more bar equipment in the front or in the kitchen, that will help your future staff to do their job, more efficiently?
Yeah, definitely. So I think that through this process, we may find out that there are some things that we do need to create a better workflow.
Yeah.
So one thing off the top of my head would just be like display fridges.
Yep.
Going to a keg system.
Yep.
Potentially, if we go down the burger route, I think that we need a proper gas cooktop.
Yeah.
So things
like that. All right. Nothing.
Yeah. But I'd say it's more the challenges for us will more likely be equipment than
Skills
within the
and knowledge.
resource.
Yep.
Yeah.
So mostly, and you're also looking forward to make through this training program. Will that be helpful for you to maintain, to create and then maintain your own organization policies and procedures when serving alcohol or handling food in the kitchen? Will that be beneficial for you, as an organization?
Yeah, over the years we've really fine-tuned our induction process, our training programs.
Yep.
Really good documentation.
Yep.
But I think that it would hurt to have a new set of eyes look at it.
Yep.
To make improvements where it's possible.
Nice. And so what are the key success you think or you see like this training program will help you to achieve? Like what are some of the key success if you say indicator if you're looking for, say for example, if we're training your staff in current responsible service of alcohol and how to serve customer service and how to prepare and handle food safe and hygienically way for a commercial environment, like what are the marks, what are the indicators you looking at, like what do you want to achieve after through this program?
Totally. So I think with anything that you do that requires change in an organization of our scale, there's always going to be a period of time, in my opinion, where things don't change that much, so it doesn't seem successful. But for me, over a 3 to 6 month period, we'd be looking at, by increasing the menu, increasing local visitation, so creating a bit more of a local dining
and offering them a bit more alcoholic and both non-alcoholic beverages. And
a bit more as a result of that. And becoming a bit more of a place where people regularly, friends and family, when they're visiting the region.
Nice. My next question is, John. So we have already discussed about the training need that we want to address through these program. What I want to ask you now is, like, what is your requirement? Like, so the training program, how the delivery, what is your requirement for your delivery of the training program, or what mode would you prefer, when delivering a training program to your staff? And like this is, I'm trying to figure out, like, so that I can make a session plans according to the requirement of an organization, their time, their budget, their availability of the staff, and
so at the moment we close on Monday, Tuesday. So days that we could always have staff available for training. We could do it on site or off site. So there would be some things I feel that would make sense to be trained on site. And there are things that I think that that a TAFE environment could be suitable.
Yeah, sure.
And so based on what you see our requirements being, you could come back and suggest some on, some off-site if that works for you.
Yeah. And so, for example, some of the programs, say for responsible service of alcohol, or it may be best suitable to be in a simulated environment when you training at GoTAFE, but then we can contextualize it back to the requirement of the workplace, of the Cactus country. So that's not a problem. We can do that. And is there any benchmark you will be using that helps you to set the standard? Like what are the key areas you're looking for after this training that will indicate you that this training helps you from moving from A to B. So will that be right if I say by looking at the guest feedback forms or increase in F&B sales will be an indicator? Yeah.
I think reviews is a big one for us.
Yeah.
We get really good feedback in TripAdvisor and Google reviews.
Yeah.
And then the other aspect would definitely be profitability and gross margins.
Nice. All right. No worries, Sean.
Yep.
I think no, and so look, I think, John, I have covered enough today. Like, thanks for your time. And what I'll do is I'll go through, your answers and try to come up with separate training programs for your front of house and back of house, according to your training needs. And we'll go from there. Right. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, in the meantime. But I'll get back to you in a bit. Thank you very much for your time, John.
Thanks, Grant.
Enjoy your dinner.
You too.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.